Yo guys, hello and welcome back to another Last to First challenge here on the channel. Here with ISACK HADJAR at Zandvoort this time. It is the Dutch Grand Prix this weekend, and if you have not heard, ISACK HADJAR will not be racing for Red Bull this weekend as he picked up a wrist injury in training. But we're going to see what we can do with the Frenchman here at Zandvoort. Now, just like all my other Last to First challenges on the channel, they're all done on 110% AI. And also, we are not allowed to overtake any cars before turn one. So, yeah, getting straight into this race, we've already made up a nice amount of positions as the AI battling, and we took that nice high wide line on the banked corner, which does pay dividends on that one anyway around here. And yeah, we're on the medium tyres. Everyone else around us seems to be on the hards, apart from a few soft tyre runners. So hopefully the softer rubber for us against the hards anyway can help us launch ourselves up the grid nice and early, try and get some positions and hopefully go from last to first here. But let me know what you guys think about Liam Lawson taking ISACK HADJAR's seat. Not gonna lie, not sure I agree with it. I thought that's why we had reserve drivers for these F1 teams instead of, you know, Red Bull just swapping around drivers willy-nilly with their customer team, if you like, in Racing Bulls. But anyway, it is what it is at the end of the day. Start at lap 2 now, and we're already up to P15, make that P14 as we use the high line again around the outside of the two-time world champion Fernando Alonso, going up into P14. So it's been a really good start to this challenge. Arvid Lindblad up next, and it's the end of lap 2, start of lap 3, and we're already on the back of the rookie here. He defends to the inside, so we're going to launch it round the outside, get good momentum. Nearly managed to take Hamilton, but we actually bounce over the exit curve there a bit and bottom out. But again, we're going to take that wide line, go straight around the outside of the 7-time world champion, and we are going to get the move done up into P12. We're not going to stop there though. We're going to rub the back of Pierre Gasly slightly and go down the inside of the fast right-hander there. Gasly's looking back though, but we get the job done towards the end of that little section. So up into P11, Ollie Behrman and Alex Albon up next, and then there's a little gap between them and the cars ahead. So hopefully we can get these hard runners nice and quick and then hopefully get back up to the train. But Gasly's going to launch it around the outside. We're going to leave him no room on the exit though and hold on to P11 as we LICO a little bit. Did underfuel the car a little bit before the race, so we will have to save a little bit during the race, so shouldn't really be a problem around here as we're in the slipstream of Behrman going on to the start of lap 4. Albon actually goes defensive, which kind of blocks Ollie Behrman in, and we're going to go round the outside again. We seem to be enjoying taking the wide outside lines in a few of these corners. Just like now, we're going to go wide again and sort of get a little switchback on Albon. And we're going to go down the inside of that. It's not really a corner, but anyways, up into P9 now. So we tip a wheel on the grass slightly, but it's end of lap 8 now. Beginning of lap 9, we've managed to drop the guys behind as they did battle a little bit. And we're behind Liam Lawson in the slipstream. Burnt a lot of our battery trying to catch up to him, but it's going to be a pretty easy overtake. We do LICO a little bit into turn 1 of the man that is going to take our seat in real life for this weekend. We give him a little bit of a squeeze to the apex just to show him who's boss, but we get the position. Now at this stage of the race, the guys on the soft tyres ahead of us are starting to pit. Norris on the previous lap, Verstappen and Russell on this lap, so that's going to promote us up into P5 at the start of lap 11. And towards the end of that lap, we're gaining on the cars ahead slightly, but our tyres are starting to wear in this one. So we're going to go through the final corner, and we're actually going to come into the boxless lap. Don't really know how we managed to get the overtake there. A little bit of cheese that comes with this game, I guess, and the overtake markers and all that, but We spot our braking okay into the pit lane. Lose a little bit of time, but not a problem. But unfortunately, we get slightly held in the box as the fast lane is taken up. But we're going to come out probably a little bit closer to Piastri, so hopefully we can keep up with him, stay in his overtake, and try and maybe get him as soon as possible. We are on the hards now for this middle stint. Piastri on the medium, so he's going to be quite quick, but halfway through lap 13, himself and Verstappen have been caught up by the guys that haven't boxed yet. Obviously, they started on the hard, so they're going to be pretty slow at this stage of the race, so this is our opportunity. We need to seize the moment and make the most of it. We're going to send it down the inside of the McLaren man into towards the final sector, and we get the place nicely. No contact on the way in. It was a bit of a lunge, but definitely going to take that. Now our teammate is ahead of us. Might be a little bit more difficult this one as we try and look around the outside there, but that is just going to end in absolute carnage, so we decide to back out. Drained all the battery though so far, so we've got nothing into turn 1 as Verstappen goes around the outside of Hulkenberg. Piastri sticks a nose in, but nothing doing there, and Charles Leclerc actually comes out of the pit lane in the middle of all this, so we get Hulkenberg straight away, which is absolutely crucial for us now. And we're going to try and catch Leclerc napping, are we? We're going to be on the battery, draining absolutely everything at the end of the sector. We're going to go down the inside nicely, getting the position. That's absolutely critical to get ahead of him. As Verstappen is still boxed in behind Bottas, we're going to send it down the inside of our teammate. And this is amazing for us, because hopefully now if we can get Bottas, he can hold them up still, and we can maybe try and get out of that second range. And yeah, these guys have all pit, but Verstappen's coming back only until he Lycos into the final sector. So that sort of gives us a nice little bit of breathing room, but need to get this exit onto the start-finish straight nice and perfect. And we do get on the battery nice and early. Bottas is going to have absolutely nothing to fight us with. We're going to go to the inside on the pit straight, burn the rest of the battery. A few others are in the pit lane. And we go into turn 1 in P8. So making up a good few positions during that whole pit phase at the end of the lap now. And as you can see in the top left, Valtteri Bottas has managed to keep him behind, and we're about 3 seconds ahead. So we've pulled out a nice margin there. So that was absolutely critical that we overtook them when we did. And yeah, that has put us up into P5 after a few others have pit on that lap. So Lando Norris up next. Sainz pits at the start of lap 17. And yeah, we're managing to hold that gap nicely at about 2.5 seconds to the guys behind. And end of lap 19 as well. Now we are on the back of Lando Norris. We took a lap or two to just charge the battery up a little bit. Sainz has caught us up as well on them fresh soft compound tyres, so he's going to be dangerous, but we're going to have a little look down the inside of Norris nice and early. Bit of a lunge, but he dives out of the way. Thankfully for us, it was a little bit of a half send there, but we managed to get the position. So we're up into the podium positions now, just the Mercedes men ahead. But as we are progressing through this race, we are noticing the clouds are starting to come over. So
we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
There will be potentially a little bit of rain towards the end of the Grand Prix. That's still quite a way away though, so maybe it will hit on the last few laps, but nothing to worry about just yet as Russell pits at the end of lap 21. It's going to promote us up into P2. Carlos Sainz going on the attack though, still very quick on them soft compound tyres, goes to the inside. We give him a little bit of a squeeze. We managed to hold on to P2, all while we are catching up to Antonelli. He did pit on the previous lap, but Sainz is still not done. He's going to go down the inside again into turn 1. Make a little bit of contact as we maybe come across him a little bit too much there, but we managed to hold the position, which is the race lead at this moment in time. Now, you will have seen that the rain may potentially be coming, and we do really need to make one more pit stop in this race, but we do not want to have to pit twice, so maybe we can try and stretch these tyres as Russell has now caught up to the back of us as well. Sainz defended down the main straight actually kind of sent it on us a little bit on into turn one. We saw him last minute, but fortunately no damage for either of us there.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Okay, dry.
And yeah, just as we're getting another weather update, still a few laps off, clouds are coming over a bit as Sainz and Leclerc are actually pitting in this Grand Prix again. So yeah, they're definitely not going to make it to the rain.
The fastest tyre at the moment.
And yeah, we're just getting these weather updates every lap or so just to see where we're at, because we're in the 80% range. But the end of lap 28, the rain has started to come down, so maybe gambling with the tyre wear is going to pay off for us, but it's definitely not ready yet, and we are well within the puncture territory range. We're going to stay out for one more lap just to try and gamble with it. Russell is very feisty on our rear at the moment, so we're going to have to watch out for him, but we're just going to set the intermediate tyres because we probably will maybe box at the end of this lap. We're going to probably have to box at the end of this lap as to not get a puncture, but obviously this is on simulation damage, so we are getting very lucky at this moment in time. But Russell on the hard compound tyres, the much fresher hard compound tyres to us, he's all over the back of us, and the car is starting to lose a lot of traction, a lot of grip as we hit 91% on the front left. Go a little bit deep in this middle sector. George Russell's going to go down the inside. We're going to try and hold the inside, and we're going to do that just about. No grip out there in that left-hander as we're getting really squirmy on the exit, so we are 100% going to box at the end of this lap. And you can see the AI not getting the best exit off the corners either, so that kind of tells you that it is time to change over to the intermediate conditions. So we will be pulling into the pits at the end of this lap. I imagine Russell will follow us in here, so we're going to have a good stop from the boys as Russell actually stays out on the hard compound tyres, so that could be absolutely detrimental to his race, but still we need a good stop here, and it is a good one, 2.5 seconds. Luckily not getting a puncture on that final lap as well there on them hard compound tyres, because they were absolutely done. But where are we going to emerge in this Grand Prix? By the looks of it, P6, as our teammate actually boxes as well, so that could mean that it is time for the intermediates. Luckily, coming out of the pit lane just ahead of Lewis Hamilton, so that's one less car we have to worry about ahead of us. But as you can see, we're gaining on Leclerc already. He's on the medium tyres, so he didn't box that long ago, so his tyres are still pretty fresh. But yeah, you can see the intermediates are just the better tyre at the moment as we get a little bit squirmy on the grass as well there. But we're gaining every single corner on Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris, who's also just ahead of him. So let's see if we can get this done nice and early, and the exit off this corner is just immense compared to the AI, and we're going to get him nice and easy. Lando Norris up next, and we're going to waste no time sending it up the inside. We do not want to lose any more time behind him during this final little sector, so we get the job done nice and early as we get the notification that straight line mode and overtake mode are disabled. So the guys ahead are all peeling into the pit, so it's been an inspired decision to go onto the inters on the last lap, kind of forced into it, but still we managed to make the tyres last that long, so we can 100% take credit for that. That is all right with me. But P1 in this race, we just need to hold on now. Can we do it? 5 seconds is the gap to the cars behind, so yeah, stopping that lap early has given us a nice buffer. We did have to save a little bit of fuel still, so the next few laps was just focused on saving a little bit of the fuel. As you'll know, it is a bit harder to save in the rainy conditions, as obviously you don't have to lift and coast as much to save the battery, as Ollie Behrman actually retires from the Grand Prix at the end of lap 33, and that's going to bring out the virtual safety car. So yeah, that gives us a chance to fully save the battery, fully save the fuel, as he actually just has, by the looks of it, an engine failure or something. And halfway through the lap, the virtual safety car is going to end, so what's that, 2.5 laps left to hold on to this race victory, this last to first race victory with Isaac Hadjar here at Zandvoort. Both of the Mercedes behind though, they're going to be looking to get back, but pace was good in this race. We managed to hold that 1.5 second gap to Russell, actually extending it by a few tenths of a second, which is simply lovely around Zandvoort. And yeah, we're going to come through the final few corners. Isaac Hadjar not participating in this race in real life, and based on this performance, maybe he should, because he could have potentially picked up his first Formula One win of his career, and we're going to cross the line and complete the challenge.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
That's it.
Isaac Hadjar takes the checkered flag and wins.
It's not every day that we get to see such incredible wheel-to-wheel racing. Next time, they might consider making it easier for themselves, but today, we absolutely loved all the action that we got to see out there.
It's what every driver imagines when they start out on their long road towards Formula One. And for our lucky three today, here's the podium waiting for them. And you've got to hand it to Isaac Hadjar, head and shoulders above the rest today, and victory with another impressive performance. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
So yes, guys, we did it, and we went from last to first here with Isaac Hadjar at Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it is right that Liam Lawson should be in the Red Bull for this weekend, or maybe they should use a reserve driver instead. Also, let me know who you think is going to win the first race back after the summer break. I've absolutely missed Formula One these past few weeks, and I know you all have too. So, yeah, let me know who you think is going to come out on top this weekend. And at the time of recording, Max Verstappen has recently just signed until 2030 as well. So this will be the last year that Zandvoort is on the calendar for now, but maybe that will change with Verstappen sticking around for the next few years. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, thank you all guys for joining me here today for this last to first challenge. Trying to hit 500 subs before the end of the year, so please, if you could show your support and like, subscribe and all that good stuff, it would mean the absolute world to me. So yeah, enjoy the Grand Prix this weekend. Have a good evening and cheers.